Baby, your girl is back. It's your girl brand new. And I'm in here for the 2018, honey. I've been all over YouTube, you guys, Instagram. These motherfucking stories are beginning to write themselves. I mean, is anybody else like, damn, what the fuck is going on for the motherfucking new year? Anyways, I'm coming to y'all to talk about Gilbert Arenas. I'm sure you guys have probably already checked out the Gilbert Arenas story with him being on, I believe, Instagram. He is at no.chill.gil on IG. And he put up a post stating, at the Vincent Herbert, I don't know who's pregnant, but if it's my baby mama, run, nigga, run. I know you can't run that fast, big fella, so get you a hoverboard, scooter, or something, and George Jetson the fuck out of here. Motherfucker, you spell here wrong, but I'm gonna let that go because I don't like when people petty and be, you know, if I mess up on a word, they'll get on my ass. I'm gonna let that go. But Gilbert, honey, if you go come and read Laura, make sure you dot every I and motherfucking T, okay? Make sure your shit is spelled right. And he didn't spell because right. I don't know if that's because he can't spell or that's what he felt like doing. I don't know. He said, George Jetson the fuck out of here because she's about to fuck your life up. She's about to have you out here like Soulja Boy in January and Tyrese in November. That is... Woo! Why you say that? Why you say that, Gilbert? Why you gotta keep coming down on your baby mama? What is up with that? Okay. I was trying to enjoy, this is more of what Gilbert Arenas is saying on his IG post. I was trying to enjoy the last of 2017, but I see my baby mama decide she wants to use me to clear up her dirt. To clear her dirt up. Well. Okay, so before I get into that, this is pretty much stating, remember I had told you guys, he's the one that told Tamar that Laura had been fucking around with him too. This story is all tangled because I'm like, did he tell Tamar that Laura was pregnant or just that she had been fucking her husband? So I don't know what that's about. All this shit is alleged. But he says, in real life, you must have forgotten that I have all the court documents, and in those court documents are all of your bank records, and in those bank records are these little things called wire transfers. And with wire transfers come senders, which either has they name or they bank account numbers. From January 2015 through October of 2016, I would have every person that has sent you money. And he does the eyeball emoji, looking at her. Hashtag ho ho ho. And this is H-E-O. This is H-O-E, honey. So we know he looks at her as a hoe, basically. Merry Christmas, but you were busy. Rudolph the reindeer-nosed reindeer. We might need to tear down your vagina and build you a new vagina. Somebody tell at Dr. Oz it wasn't the sugar smelling like that. Wow, Gilbert, you is a no good, dirty ass dog for this. Woo, rubber and cardboard. It was that Delta Buddy Pass hookup she had. Ooh. Everybody know your child support dropped from $48,000 a month to $7,000 because you received so much money for popping that pussy, and they considered that income. Dead ass. Hashtag dead ass. He does all these laughing emojis. And then y'all know one thing is I don't lie. So I'ma just say it. I'ma just say a superhead ain't got shit on this list. She's the Derek Jeter of giving away vagina. She has a well-rounded game. So please, miss in real life, handle your situation without using me as your scapegoat. Because from my view, if this doc got into the wrong hands, a lot of married women laughing at this post will be filing for divorce in 2018. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Zip it up, zip it up, zip it up. Her title is a lie. We were never married, so I'm not her ex-husband. SMH. They should SMDH, I'm sorry, y'all. They should make a movie about her called The Lying Queen. Ooh, shady. And then he did a hashtag The Lying Queen. Gilbert. Why are we doing this, Gilbert? Why the fuck is we doing this shit? You could say what you want to say about Laura, but you made 4 babies with her. If not more than that. So, and this is what we do. We have all these kids with the person, and then we just dog them. And he's a bitch ass nigga. He's a BAN. Y'all know how I call him. BAN, bitch ass nigga, for saying all of this. It makes him look worse. And he shaded the fuck out of her. He really did. He had me laughing a few times. But at the end of the day, you are coming at the woman that you had not one. Now, if you had one child with her and you found out the bitch was crazy and you telling us to take heed, I can get with that. I can fuck with you on that. But motherfucker, you done made 4 motherfucking kids with this woman. And then you tried to shade her. Oh, we was never married. Stop telling me people I was your ex-husband. Okay, that's true. You guys were never married, but you were with her long enough to make all them babies. Y'all definitely made a life. She's able to get money out of you. And yeah, they may have took the child support down for whatever reason. But still, she's in a position to get a check from you. You're paying her. Do you see what I'm saying? It don't even matter how much you're paying her. That's an asset. An asset is something that comes, it's like a residual. It's like money you go get off the top. So if she's able to collect a certain amount of money and child support from you, like there's money, whether you talk about her good or bad, there is a check that you're going to have to pay the next month. You know, when are you men go figure this shit out? Watch your mouth. There's a lot of bitter women out in the world. And they will take these little words that you using. You trying to read her on IG in front of everybody. They'll take that shit, use it against you, and get more of a check. Okay? This world is about dollars and motherfucking cents. Laura is the pimp. And you are mad that what? You the hoe? Because you're paying her each month. It doesn't matter. People always trying to say, well, she ain't getting that much. You know, it ain't nothing. She need to get a real job. Shit, she had a job. Having all them motherfucking kids. That's game right there. That's game. Like, and I know some people like, well, no, that's not game. That's not, I'm not saying that's how you should play the game. I'm saying that was Laura's game with him. And now he's so bitter about it. That's why he has to keep talking about it, which further makes him look bad. You know what? Who he would be good for, Tamar? Let's switch these motherfuckers around right now. Him and Tamar will make a good couple. They both get their ass on IG talking about the other person that they with like a dog. And I'm not saying Vince is motherfucking innocent, because Vince, yo greasy hamburger eating ass, I know that it's some truth in some of the things that Tamar is saying. I don't think it's all true, but I do feel like you really betrayed her, and I feel like you was abusing her, because I watched your ass on that show, and I was trying to like you, Vince. I wanted to like you. I was rooting for you. Look at my Tyra voice. I was rooting for you, and you disappointed. You're not a good person. You be on that passive aggressive bullshit. And you guys, passive aggressive people are probably worse than people than Tamar. Because it's like, at least with Tamar, we can see where the train wreck is going to happen. With Vince, we don't be knowing if it's a train wreck because he acts a certain way. But if you watch his ass, because the shit was hanging out this season. It was hanging out. It was hanging out. He could no longer just blame it all on Tamar. Now, what do you guys think about this? Yes, it started out being about Gilbert and Laura and how he dragged her. But let's talk about some other things that I've heard as far as Tawanda, which is Tamar's sister. Now, how do you guys feel about her? She's saying that it's karma that Tamar is going through all of this. And I completely fucking agree. You cannot... Like, I'm a spiritual type person, you guys. I don't know if you guys are spiritual, you go to church. But I really do believe in karma. And she really read her sisters for filth. I told you guys in other videos. Read them for filth about their men not being perfect. Remember, this is a different type of dude. This a different dude. He don't be doing all that because he already know. You know, she was all on that shit. Now it's, well, I gotta, have this conversation with Vince to get another manager and, and we just need some space, and I just need to get a divorce and I just can't keep living like this. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not at all making fun of Tamar because that's real life shit. It's real life shit that we all go through, whether we want to talk about it or not on social media. We all go through. If you in a relationship, you go through shit like this, where people don't trust one person may not trust the other. It's all types of shit. So yes, that was a part of life that Tamar is unfortunately living. But at the same time, Tamar clowned other people when it was their turn. And see, it doesn't feel so good when the shoe is on the other foot. When the people you are laughing at, now everybody's laughing and looking at you. And you make it worse, Tamar, because you get your ass on social media spilling all the tea. I mean, I'm happy, but I'm sad because it's good tea. But it's like, damn, Tamar, you could have kept it, sis, because you're going to pay for it later. It's one of them things. So, yeah, Tawanda is just pretty much not here for Tamar's shit. And it's funny because I saw Tamar had brought, Tawanda on stage. She had actually brought Tawanda and Trina on stage. And from the clip, I saw the concert that they did, I guess, in Atlanta. Tawanda, you fucked up the word, sweetie. You fucked up the motherfucking word. You wrote the song and can't remember the goddamn word. Well, no, you didn't write it, but y'all know what I'm saying. You was fucking up the words. Tamar was looking at your ass like, bitch, I know you're jealous and I'm trying to get you a little shine, and you just fucked up the word. That's just not right, Tawanda. And knowing Tawanda, because y'all know we be having our side eye. And I like Tawanda because Tawanda, I believe she's a Virgo like my baby. And I love Virgo people because they serious. They about their motherfucking business. But Tawanda is dysfunctional too. Like that shit with Andre, that shit was just dysfunctional. To stay married all that time and I don't know. I'm not trying to be judgmental, but they shit wasn't right either. So in a way, she can't point the finger at Tamar. But I see what Tawanda is saying. Now it's Tamar's time to go through this, and you need to watch how you treat people moving forward. So hopefully, it is a lesson that Tamar receives. Okay, so earlier I talked to you guys about Candy kicking off Kai and T.S. Madison off the Escape Tour. Basically, they were asked to leave because I guess T.S. Madison and Kaya said that the girls from Escape told security they had weapons and shit, and they was really trying to get them off. And now that I'm looking at the situation, because at first I had one opinion, but now that I know a little bit more now, because that's a big deal to say somebody has weapons and shit and they don't. So I don't know of Candy or Escape. I don't know, you guys, who would say that, but I don't feel like that's right. All of you guys decided to be on tour together, and I'm not the biggest fan of T.S. Madison and Kaya. They are funny, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like when you roast celebrities and stuff, and people have sat up here and said, oh, well, Wendy Williams is like that. You know, Wendy Williams does it a certain type of way. Wendy is a little bit more shadier about it. They're very cutthroat to the point, which is cool because that's their brand. That's the direction they want to go in. So they are artists. I see them like that. You know, they are, when I say they're artists, and Kaya is a rap artist, but when I say that, I'm just saying it in terms of that's who they are. That's how they want to be. That's how they want to come off. I don't want to say that that's not cool. That's what works for them. And I do feel like they're going to be very successful, and I'm happy for them. But at the same time, people are going to be sensitive to that. Everybody don't like that. People will say things back, i.e. Toya and Regine. Why y'all call that girl Resume? Oh my God. So funny. That shit was funny though. But... and y'all ain't shit talking about Candy. Kai, you ain't shit. She was like, every man wants a woman. When I keep hearing that shit on social media, you guys, I crack up. So these bitches are funny. Don't get me wrong. They're very funny, but they're very controversial already. So it's gonna be some issues with artists. It ain't just Candy or Escape. It's just gonna be people, period. But yeah, Tamar and Vince wanted them there. And Tamar, really, the research that I've did as far as like looking at how Tamar feels about them, she loves them. Like, she took a picture with them. She really gets their brand of humor. So if she gets that, then that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But all the girls in Escape, I believe, are friends. Well, I think, mainly Tiny and Candy, but I don't know. Maybe they all are cool with Toya and they don't feel like it's right that they are there. But my thing is this. If it's Tamar's set, like every artist has their set on the tour, on the concert. So it's like, if they are Tamar's guests, then let them do what they need to do with Tamar. I thought it was just like a Escape mainly show. Then you could say, yeah, we don't want the bitch here. But if it's Tamar, you know, I thought that Tamar had just invited them to everybody. But if Tamar wants them there, then they shouldn't have been asked to leave or put in this situation or whatever happened. You know, I just feel like that's her call. And yeah, people were saying that Tamar was being shady by having them on the tour because, you know, everybody's cool with Toya Wright. And everybody is just like on some shit of, oh, well, you can't take a joke. If somebody's dragging you, I'm sorry. You just never. And I know I get on here talking about people, you guys, but I am conscious. People are not going to really like you like that. You're sitting up here saying negative things about them. So they're not going to like it. And yes, some people can lighten up and, you know, just get that that's their brand of humor. But we are human beings and we're going to be offended if somebody keeps coming at us a certain way. So I kind of understand it, but I feel like if they're Tamar's guests, they're Tamar's guests. And if Tamar and Toya is not cool, then it is what it is. They're just not cool. They're just not cool. That's between them. And, yeah, they drag, Toya and Regine, and I didn't really like it, but I mean, it is what it is. I just feel like maybe people should not even respond back to them because that'll give them even more ammunition. So just let it go, y'all. Try to move on. Get that that's their brand of humor. And that's pretty much what I have to say on that. So what do y'all think about this situation with Tamar and Vince? Like Gilbert Arenas warning Vince about how Laura is and she's a hoe, even though he didn't have 4 kids with her. Gilbert, you's a hateful ass man. You are. You and you got all this money and you shouldn't even be worried about what Laura's doing. If Laura's being a hoe and paying the bills like that, hey, that's on her. You know, yes, it's your kid's mother, but you gotta accept the fact that you had kids with somebody, you don't own that person. And whatever she want to do with her vagina is what she wants to do with it. It's just interesting how Gilbert and other men, you know, once they're not with you anymore, they want to say all these bad things, but yet they didn't have a baby with you, but yet, you know, so it's like, you look spiteful, sis. Gilbert, you look spiteful, and you need to learn to let shit go. You could be upset with Laura all day, but I don't think it's smart to really show it and be on social media with it. Messy as fuck. And that's gonna spark up Laura. Remember, she was kind of getting over retaliating and saying shit back to him, so that may spark her up. Hopefully she has grown past this, but I don't know, you guys. It's always been very chaotic with those two. What do we feel about Tamar and Vince? Do we feel like they're going to get back together? You know, even though he may have been sleeping with Laura or may have been sleeping with somebody else and got him pregnant. Like, is this shit even real? Like, this shit is just messy as fuck. It's crazy as fuck. What do we think about Tawanda pretty much saying that Tamar is getting her karma right now? You know, what do we feel about that, you guys? Do we think that Tawanda is jealous of Tamar? Because a lot of people say that, and I do see a little bit of it. I do. But sometimes Tawanda is right about how Tamar acts. She is right about that. So I'm not going to say she's completely right all the time. But yeah, I see what she be saying about Tamar sometimes. All right, y'all. That's pretty much what I have to say on that. It is your girl, Brand New. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will check you guys out later.